Welcome back to MTN Live in the Mountains. Well, now on the couch with us, we have Darcy Grimes, and she's North Carolina's Teacher of the Year for 2013. She's from Bethel Elementary School. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much, Darcy.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
So tell us about that experience, being named Teacher of the Year. What all goes into that? How do you get that honor?
It was actually about a two-year process. It started as Teacher of the Year for Bethel, nominated by my peers. Then I was up for Watauga County, which involved a portfolio and 5 unannounced observations that came into my classroom. For regional, it was a portfolio, interview, and then they came in and observed me teaching all day, and they interviewed me again, my staff, and then my students. And they were so excited because you can imagine third graders being interviewed.
Yes.
They were very excited.
Like, yes.
Yes. And then at the state level, it was a speech, and then I had to speak just kind of off cuff on different educational topics.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
So tell us about some of your teaching techniques that you have done at Bethel, and obviously because these are the reasons why, because you're a great teacher, why you got nominated and you made it this far now. Such a huge honor.
My students always said that I've had too much coffee, no matter what time of the day, because I'm very energetic.
Yes.
My students are working in groups, so I pull in song and dance. For most of the math topics, we had a song and dance that went with it, and so I just keep them moving and keep them excited, because if I'm bored, then I know they're bored, and that's not how learning should be.
And I definitely think with the math as well, because I know when I was younger, I struggled a lot with math, and just trying to teach a kid regular math, just like pen and paper, it's hard, but putting a song or activity with it, moving around, I think that's a great way to learn.
To probably get it to stick in there,
Yes.
too.
Absolutely. They would often walk out of my classroom and get on the bus still singing the song. The Order of Operations song, I'm sure their parents heard all of the time, but it stuck with them.
Yeah, and third grade's something where you actually, is a grade where you teach every subject.
Yes.
Is that not correct?
Yes, it is.
Is there one that maybe you're a little bit more fond of, that you take a little bit more
It's hard
pride
to
in?
choose,
Okay.
but I would actually probably say math. I, like you, did struggle in
Yes.
math when I was little, so I'm excited about making it exciting for students and really have them get it and fall in love with math too.
Well, since you've been Teacher of the Year, what are some of the cool things that you got to be able to do?
The really neat, interesting things started in July. I was able to skydive and do a tandem jump with the Golden Knights, which was so amazing. I was able to introduce the governor at the inaugural ball. I met Barack Obama, President Barack Obama 2 weeks ago in the Oval Office, which was incredible. It's been an amazing experience.
Yeah, let's talk about meeting the president.
Yes.
I mean, not everyone, in their daily life gets to go and meet the president of the United States. How was that experience for you?
It was incredible, and I still cannot put into words the excitement I felt walking into the Oval Office. Each state Teacher of the Year plus the territories, we each got about a minute, right around a minute, to actually speak one-on-one with the president in the Oval Office. And the whole time I was speaking to him, I could hear my voice shaking. But it was absolutely incredible.
And you've been traveling a lot, especially all over the state of North Carolina. You were telling us you on average, drive about 7-8 hours a day?
It is a lot of driving. So far I've been to 89 counties out of the 100 that we have in North Carolina. So I still have some time. I'd see if I can make it to the all 100. But
wow. What are some of the things you're doing? I mean, making all that, getting all that gas mileage in there.
Lots of hours in the car. But I've had the opportunity to meet so many amazing teachers. We really have such strong teachers in North Carolina. Being able to spend time with them in their classrooms. I'm an advisor to the state board. Last week I spent some time speaking to representatives and senators about public education in North Carolina. So just a little bit of everything. I've done a lot of workshops on global education and technology, and kind of teaching teachers how to integrate that into their everyday classroom, because it's so important.
Right. And right now you're like you said, you're not teaching at Bethel right now. So are you going to be returning in a year's time? How's that work?
My year goes from July 1st through the end of June. And so I'm very excited. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm ready to come back to Watauga County, because traveling across the state, going to all 89 of the counties so far, there's no other place that I want to be than Watauga County. We have such a strong school system here and strong teachers. So I'm really excited to return back home.
That's great.
So has this probably been one of the most exciting experiences in your life?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It has been incredible. And I've kept a blog because I don't want to miss anything. 20 years from now, I want to remember every single moment. So I've kept a blog online for that.
That's wonderful. So has your favorite moment been meeting the president?
It was pretty amazing.
I didn't know if you had any other moments that stand out in your mind that you'll probably tell people years down the road.
I would definitely say meeting the president. I was also able to spend time with Dr. Jill Biden at the Vice President's residence, which was incredible being there too. just everything this year. Those were the two highlights. But also receiving emails from my students at Bethel while I've been traveling. Because even though I'm not at Bethel, I've still stayed in contact with them. I've gone back about 20 times. I'll be back tomorrow morning. And just receiving an email from one of the students that just says, "Hi, Mrs. Grimes, I just wanted to see how you are. What county are you at today?" It just really touches my heart.
That's wonderful. And I know these kids are obviously going to remember you years and years down the road, and they can come back when they're, you know, getting into college, and I'm sure they'll always remember you.
I hope so.
Are you eager to get back into the classroom as well? Are you a little nervous about it being away for a year? How's that work?
I'm really excited. That's been one of the things that has kind of bothered me a little bit this year. But I really had to change my way of thinking, because whereas my students used to be 8-, 9-year-olds, this school year they've been adults. And so I've kind of had to put the teachers as my students.
Right.
But I'm very excited to have the opportunity to be back in the schools and see students on a daily basis and make those connections and help them to be lifelong learners.
Are you going to be able to maybe be up for this award again in the future? Like, could you possibly be named North Carolina Teacher of the Year again, or is it just like a one-time thing?
I don't know for sure, but I think I'm
good.
okay.
You're good. I want to do it again.
I would like someone else to be able to experience everything that I have, because it is life-changing.
If there's one piece of advice that you would want to give to another teacher out there, what would it be?
Keeping students your focus, because I know a lot of times, especially today, with everything going on, with all the changes in public education, you know, sometimes we get caught up in that. But really remembering why we are here, why we are teachers, and keeping students in our center focus.
That's wonderful. Well, Ms. Grimes, is there anything else you would like to say about your current term as being a North Carolina Teacher of the Year?
I just want to thank Watauga County. I want to thank all of the students at Bethel and the teachers at Bethel for just being so supportive of me this entire year, and so supportive for me to come back too.
Well, congratulations
Yes.
once
Congratulations.
again. You get such a great honor, and you definitely deserve it.
Thank
as
you so
well.
much.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're back in a minute with more MTN Channel 18.